30 homes sold in 2.5 weeks before a single one was even finished being built. That's what just happened at Vivid Shores, a brand new luxury community in Bonita Springs, Florida. And right now, there are only about 2 homes physically under construction on over 1,000 acres of land. So what's driving this kind of demand? Is the hype justified? And is this kind of ground floor opportunity where early buyers could see real appreciation, or are people overpaying for the promise? Today, I'm giving you the most complete breakdown of Vivid Shores you'll find anywhere, both builders, real pricing, including the lot premiums, the fees nobody's talking about, and the fact that this community is being built in a former stone quarry. We're covering all of it. Hey, I'm Rick Harrison, and my team and I have helped over 100 families buy and sell real estate here in Southwest Florida. I don't just show up and read the sales brochures. I do the research, I ask the hard questions, and I give you the honest breakdown so you can make a smart decision. Let's get into it. Vivid Shores is the 1,031-acre gated lakefront community being developed in Bonita Springs, positioned right between Fort Myers and Naples. When fully built out, it will have 451 home sites built around a 117-acre crystal clear lake, which is actually the centerpiece of the former quarry. More on that in a minute. There are 2 builders here, Pulte Homes and Stock Development. These are completely separate companies. Stock Development is an independent luxury builder based in Naples. They are not affiliated with Lennar or WCI. That's an important distinction because Stock has their own reputation for high-end custom homes in Southwest Florida. Let me break down each builder's offering so you can see the full picture. Pulte Homes, the Aqua and Sapphire series. Pulte is offering 2 product lines here on 52-foot lots and 66-foot lots. The Aqua series sits on 52-foot lots and there's 4 floor plans. The Brixton, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 3 to 3.5 bathrooms, 2,366 to 2,411 square feet of AC living space starting at $755,000. The Brixton Grand, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4 to 4.5 bathrooms, 3,334 square feet to 3,379 square feet, and that's starting at $925,000. The Regency, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 to 4.5 bathrooms, 2,512 to 2,827 square feet at $805,000. And the Regency Grand, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 to 5.5 bathrooms, 3,665 to 3,854 square feet at $1,005,000. All Aqua Series homes come with a 2-car garage. The Brixton and the Regency both offer structural flexibility with that square footage range, meaning you have options to configure the layout as you build. Now, and this is critical, those are base prices. They do not include lot premiums or upgrades. For the Aqua Series, lot premiums currently range from $60,000 up to $260,000 depending on the home site. A standard interior lot will be on the lower end, but if you want a lake view, garden view, or private setting, you're paying significantly more. So that Brixton starting at $755,000, realistically, you're looking at around $815,000 to over $1 million all in before upgrades. The Sapphire Series sits on 66-foot lots, and this is where Pulte really opens up the options. 9 floor plans, and I'll take you through each one of them. The Aventura, and this is probably one of my favorite floor plans that Pulte offers. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 2,658 to 2,708 square feet, starting at $865,000. The Aventura Grand, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4.5 to 5.5 baths, 3,835 to 3,885 square feet, starting at $1,080,000. The Regalia, this is 3 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bathrooms, 2,675 square feet to 2,831 square feet at $876,000. The Regalia Grand, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4 to 6 bathrooms, 3,918 to 4,074 square feet, starting at $1,100,000. The Layton, 3 to 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,983 square feet to 3,028 square feet at $897,000. The Layton Grand, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 4,059 to 4,104 square feet at $1,097,000. The Madeira, 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,020 square feet to 3,075 square feet at $928,000. The Madeira Grand, 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, 4,033 square feet to 4,088 square feet, starting at $1,118,000. And the Sanibel, their largest plan, 4 to 6 bedrooms, 4.5 to 7.5 bathrooms, 4,351 square feet to 5,179 square feet, starting at $1,119,000. Every Sapphire home comes with a 3-car garage, and that square footage range on each plan isn't filler. It represents real structural options you can choose during the build process. Now let's talk lot premiums on the Sapphire side, because this is where it gets significant. Boatable lake lots currently range from $698,000 to $825,000 in premiums. Even the partial water and oversized lots are running $219,000 to $379,000. So your real all-in on the Sapphire series starts around $1.1 million and can push well past $2 million before you touch a single upgrade. Now let's talk fees, because this is where a lot of buyers get caught off guard, and this is exactly the kind of thing the on-site sales rep isn't going to walk you through in detail. On the Pulte side, you've got two ongoing cost layers, HOA and CDD. For the Aqua series, the HOA runs approximately $547 per month. The CDD adds about $29.65 per year on your tax bill. When you combine those, you're looking at roughly $95.29 per year in fees, and that's about $794 a month. For the Sapphire series, the HOA is approximately $563 per month. The CDD adds about $36.28 per year onto your tax bill. Combined, that's roughly $10,384 per year, about $865 a month. And before you even get your keys, every Pulte buyer pays a one-time closing cost, a $3,500 initial contribution, a $5,500 amenity fee, and a prorated $750 food and beverage minimum. That's approximately $97.50 out of pocket at closing on top of your down payment. One note, that food and beverage minimum, it kicks in once the restaurant is open to residents. It must be used in the same calendar year, and it's not transferable. So if you don't use it, you lose it. There is currently a $30 per month HOA credit in effect until the resort pool and amenity building open to residents. That's a temporary offset, not a permanent reduction in your fees. And I want to give you context here. Not every new construction community has CDD fees. The community I personally moved into does not. But it also doesn't have a resort-style amenity center or the infrastructure Vivid Shores is building. There's a direct trade-off. CDD fees fund the amenities and infrastructure that make a community feel like a resort. You're not paying for nothing, but you need to know exactly what you're signing up for before you sign anything. Now let's talk about the luxury side of stock development. Stock is building two series here, the Indigo series on 76-foot lots and the Cobalt series on 90-foot lots. And I want to be upfront, all this pricing is phase one effective as of March of 2026 and is subject to change based on demand and other economic factors. The Indigo series has 4 floor plans. The Covington 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,700 square feet of living space, 4,600 total, starting at $1.3 million. The Madison 2, 4 bed, 4.5 bath, 3,000 square foot of living, almost 4,800 total, starting at $1.4 million. The Chandler 5, 4 bed, 4.5 bath, 3,100 square feet of living, 4,800 total, starting at $1.45. And the Sterling 4, 4 bed, 4 bath, 3,300 square feet of living, over 5,100 total, and that starts at almost 1.5. All these include a great room, study option, bonus room, outdoor living, and 3-car garage. You're getting 10-foot minimum ceilings, cement tile roofs, impact rated windows, 400 amp electrical. These are well-built luxury homes. Indigo lot premiums currently range from $195,000 to $395,000. So your real all-in price before upgrades is roughly $1.55 million to $1.87 million. The Cobalt series is stock's premium offering. 3 floor plans on 90-foot lots. The Gardenia, 4 bed, 4.5 bath, 3,700 square feet of living, 5,600 total, starting at 1.68. The Margot 4, 4 bed, 4.5 bath, 3,900 square feet of living, 5,700 total, starting at 1.7. And the Gardenia 2, 4 bed, 4.5 bath, 4,000 square feet of living space, nearly 5,900 total, at 1.8. Cobalt lot premiums are $395,000 up to $875,000 for the premium lakefront positions. That puts your all-in price at roughly $2.08 million to $2.68 million before upgrades. One thing that makes stock stand out, their homes are nearly fully customizable beyond the basic structural options. We're talking cabinet styles, colors, handles, countertops, flooring, fixtures. You name it, they can pretty much customize it. That's a genuine advantage if you want the home to reflect your personal style from day one. But here's the reality check. With that level of customization plus lot premiums, you can very easily push $4 to $5 million or more for these homes. So while the base price starts at the $1.3 million range, the sky is really the limit on the stock side depending on how far you want to go with upgrades and lot selection. Now let me break down the fees on the stock side because there are several different layers. At closing, you've got one-time costs, $500 initial contribution, $5,500 amenity fee, and a $3,500 one-time contribution, about $9,500 before you get your keys. For ongoing annual costs, HOA quarterly assessments of about $1,757, that's roughly $7,026 per year. CDD annual assessment, approximately $4,266. The debt annual assessment, about $3,600. Mandatory annual food and beverage minimum, $750. Annual association assessment, $500. When you add all that up, you're looking at approximately $16,144 per year, or about $1345 per month in fees alone on the stock side. A couple of important notes: there's currently a $30 per month HOA credit until the resort pool and amenity building are open. And there's a $2,000 resale assessment that hits the seller if you ever sell. So what do all these fees actually get you? The amenity package is pretty substantial. Vivid Shores is building a 13-acre lakefront amenity campus with 14,000 square foot clubhouse, resort-style pool and a lap pool, a resistance pool, 8 pickleball courts, 4 of them being covered, 2 hard-true tennis courts, bocce ball courts, an indoor-outdoor restaurant and bar, a wine tasting room, fitness center with saunas, a wellness center, dog park, walking and biking trails, lakeside boat dock access on that 117-acre lake. This is not a retention pond with a sidewalk around it. This is a legitimate resort-level infrastructure. Now let's address the elephant in the room, because I've already had people reach out to me concerned about the fact that Vivid Shores is being built on a former stone quarry. I understand the concern, but let me give you the facts. Some of the most desirable and expensive communities in Southwest Florida were built on former quarry sites. The best example is one you probably already know, the Quarry in Naples. The Quarry is an 830-acre gated community built on a former limestone quarry. Those quarry pits filled with the spring-fed water and became a 320-acre lake. Today, the Quarry is ranked in the top 4% of communities globally. Homes there sell for $500,000 to over $7.5 million. And here's the connection. The Quarry was built by Homes, which is now Pulte Homes, the same company building at Vivid Shores. They've done this exact transformation before. Quarry sites actually offer advantages in flat Florida: deep crystal clear lakes, unique elevation changes, stable bedrock foundation, and scarcity. You can't manufacture a quarry site. Once it's developed, there are no more. Vivid Shores is actually being marketed as the last lakefront gated community in Bonita Springs. The quarry isn't the problem, the quarry is the product. Let's talk about location, because this is where Vivid Shores has both advantages and trade-offs. The advantages: Bonita sits right between Fort Myers and Naples, giving you access to both markets without paying full Naples prices. The name recognition of Bonita Springs carries weight in the luxury market too. For those comparing this to Wild Blue in Fort Myers, Wild Blue is a great community, but Vivid Shores does have a stronger name recognition in the luxury space, stronger builders, and closer proximity to Naples. I had a client who purchased early at Esplanade Lake Club in Fort Myers and watched their home appreciate significantly because they got in at the very ground floor. I see a similar opportunity here, but with what I'd argue is a stronger location point. Now the trade-offs, and I want to be honest about this. While Vivid Shores is fairly close to I-75, you actually have a decent commute to get to an on-ramp, and the community does sit further east. So you've got a decent commute to get to the coast as well, and you're not super close to the major shopping centers, dining, and everyday amenities. That's not a deal breaker for most luxury buyers, but if you want walkability or quick access to Coconut Point, US 41, or the beaches, if that's important to you, that's something to factor into your decision. The ground floor opportunity. Right now, you're at the absolute earliest stage of this community. 3 homes under construction, raw land becoming a luxury neighborhood in real time. Prices are escalating $10,000 for every 10 homes they sell, so they're still selling at a steady pace even with those increases. Incentives are also limited because the demand is doing the talking. That tells you something about buyer confidence. History shows that buyers who get into high quality communities at the ground floor before amenities are complete, before the neighborhood is built out, tend to see the strongest appreciation. That said, real estate is a long-term play. Don't buy here expecting to flip in 2 years. Buy here because you see yourself living in a beautiful community for years. The honest pros and cons. Let me give you my honest assessment. First of all, it's got an exceptional location between Naples and Fort Myers with a strong Bonita Springs name recognition. There's 2 reputable builders offering different price points and styles. It's got a unique lakefront setting. Those quarry lakes are genuinely stunning. Strong early demand. There's 30 sales in 2.5 weeks, signals real market confidence. You're getting in on ground floor pricing before the community is actually built out. There's resort level amenities being planned. And this is a proven concept. Pulte did this successfully at the Quarry in Naples. Stock homes are nearly fully customizable, so this is real luxury personalization. Now the cons. All-in pricing is significantly higher than the advertised base prices once you factor in lot premiums and upgrades. The community sits further east, so you've got a decent commute to the coast, major shopping centers, and everyday amenities. That's a real trade-off depending on your lifestyle. This is a 5+ year build out, so you're gonna be living next to active construction, trucks, noise, dust, incomplete roads for years. That's the reality of buying into a brand new community at this stage. And resale value here is unproven. This community has obviously no track record yet. Who is this community for? Vivid Shores is built for a very specific buyer. On the Pulte side, you're comfortable in the $800,000 to $1.4, maybe even more $1 million range, and you want resort-style amenities in a prime Bonita Springs location. On the stock side, you're in the $1.5 million to $2.7 million and up, and you want true luxury custom quality homes with a premium lakefront lifestyle. Either way, you value being part of a brand new community from the beginning, and you're patient enough to watch it grow. Now, if you're considering Vivid Shores or any new construction community in Southwest Florida, here's what I'd recommend. Don't walk into the sales center alone. The on-site reps work for the builder, not for you. You need someone who's done the research, understands the pricing structures, knows how to negotiate with builders, and can tell you honestly whether this is the right fit. That's exactly what my team and I do. If you want my help navigating Vivid Shores or any community down here, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My contact information is in the description below and in the pinned comment. I'll give you an honest, no-pressure conversation about your options. And if you're still in the research phase, maybe you're 6 months or maybe a year out from making a move, I put together a free Southwest Florida relocation kit that covers everything you need to know. Cost of living, best communities, insurance, flood zones, hidden costs, all of it. Download it at the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code on your screen right now. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to learn more about Southwest Florida and you're still trying to figure out if this is the right place, I definitely recommend watching the next video. I'm Rick Harrison. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.